What's good, Facebook? It's about that time. Talking random ish. Come on in the shop, man. We just gonna talk this ish tonight. Now that in particular, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If you want to come in, holler. You know you can go to Love 860, hit the media, TV, get in the shop with your boy and beautiful lady. You can always call in 44355-8699. 866-923-2860 is the call outside of the A. Come on here and holler at your boy.
How many people still need to use an 800 number?
I mean, you know, somebody but you know somebody actually
everybody have a cell phone now, so you don't get it.
Somebody's still using the 800
If you got a house phone and you dialing in at a house phone,
hey, call.
You live in your mama's basement.
Hey, if you calling from a house phone, call 866-923.
You live in your mama's basement. Like, Mama,
you're paying rent.
Mama, you make me some more.
Talk that ish, don't complain. It's as easy as calling King and Sang. Saturday, 8 to 9, it's a thing. Love 860, wanna hang. Told in, I hear sports be the main. Topic of conversation for the random ish game. The dudes do what dudes do, some ish don't change. I agree, your feelings should be the same. Barbershop combo, cutting up the game. Getting more buzz than a 10 game. Talk Atlanta United right after the Bird game. In the Braves and the Bulldogs sing. Talk about it all. Window to the wall. Wanna call if the line be busy, just maintain. They gon' get at you, dang. What King and Sang talking about, it ain't a thing. They came here to put you up on game.
I had to make sure my head was on this
Speaking about everything.
Sports
history, life drama.
Feeling so wide away. I had to make sure. Yes, sir.
Random ish shit never really
Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming back to the
At work, Atlanta traffic is dull. King and Sang be the calm down.
You have just entered the building with your boys, King and Sang. Welcome to Shop Talk'N Random Ish, where conversation rules the nation, and no topic is off limits.
You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Now welcome your hosts, Rick King and Will Sang.
Greetings, Atlanta, America, worldwide internet. Thank you for joining the shop, Talking Random Ish. You're on Love 860 with King and Sang.
It's your boy Rick Kane. We got the lovely Miss Starlight in the house.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, thank y'all for coming up in here with your boys. This ain't nothing but some good old barbershop style conversation. I mean, we just talk about a little bit of everything, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No conversation in the barbershop is taboo.
We only have one rule in the shop, and that's say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it.
Hey, if y'all want to come in the shop, go to love860.com. You can hit the media, TV, live TV. Come in here and see how good we looking today or not. You can always call us at 404-355-8699. Or if you're outside the A or you're living in your mama's basement using her rotary dial phone, you can do 866-923-2860. The shop is now open.
Not the rotary phone.
Still got that dial up in it.
Yes, indeed.
You know, we can't front on.
Nine just horrible.
Can't
wait forever.
Can't front on the listeners, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I remember that phone, though, man. Them were the good hard days, man. You had to sit there and dial. And if you were fortunate, you had a long cord so you could sit on the floor and get comfortable so you could talk on the phone.
And spend all night on the floor with your girlfriend.
Yes, sir.
Don't want to hang up.
Don't want to hang up. Yes, sir.
That was love. That was real love back then.
Sometimes the 4 or 5 hour conversation is kind of funny.
Hey, what you talking about in the 4 or 5 hours?
Do you still remember your You still remember your old home phone number?
I remember both. I remember my grandmother. I remember all three. I remember my grandmother's phone number was 548-1302.
Yeah.
My mother's number was 549-0120. And my dad's number was 549-5717.
Yes, people, we did not always have to dial 2 digits.
Exactly. Exactly.
I remember the first time we had to do it. Well, I think they was doing it in Atlanta before they did it in Athens.
Yeah.
And the first time I'm like, what? You got to do what?
Yeah. That 770 messed everybody up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then it was 6, 7, 8, and then all the 706s had to dial their 706.
Yeah, and then for a while it was long distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was long distance. I remember, I still remember our old number. It was 764-5528 down to Statesboro. And we had that number forever until my sister ran up the damn phone bill so damn high. My parents were like, they're not paying it. So I till this day, I still am mad at you. It's just to let my sister know I'm still holding a grudge.
Tell her how you really feel.
Yeah,
I don't let her know how I really
That's all
feel.
that
I'm glad I didn't put a name out there.
So, I take it you lost a girlfriend or two behind that phone.
Yes,
tag.
because they couldn't call.
See?
They couldn't call. We had cell phones back there. No, my mama's phone is off. The phone is the phone at the house is off. They can't reach it.
Yeah.
That's it. You're done. The relationship is over.
And you tell you one thing I was glad of about that back there in that time
What's that?
with the with no call wait.
Oh,
So what did you call me last night? Yeah. The phone was busy. I used to get when the phone was busy.
That was the days, man.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
sad, so sad.
Hey man, hey, you had to do
Hey,
what you had to do.
for me though, it was 3-way calling. Like when you trying to talk to more than you like, okay, I gotta make sure I call at least one person that's got 3-way as well, so they can put another person on. We gotta make sure that first person to get put on got 3-way.
Y'all had that telecom.
Yes.
Hey, but 3-way was the devil.
That's what it.
Hey, that 3-way was the devil.
It is not.
Hey,
It is not y'all fault that 3-way also came with a mute button.
3-way was the devil,
They
man.
did everything. That messed up every cheater out there.
Yes, sir.
Every
Yes, sir.
cheater got us because of that damn 3-way.
Hey.
I got her on the phone right now. What? She on the phone. Hang up.
Hey, no. Hey,
Well.
one time,
Shouldn't have been trying to do no dirt.
this girl and her mama tried me. But hey, I was doing my favorite. This was my favorite week. I had a favorite week in my
favorite
life.
week?
Yeah, I had a favorite week in my life.
A whole week.
And her mama called, and she was just talking to me all sexy and good. But then something just clicked. Somebody got me on 3-way. So I just played along till she said, "Do you have a girlfriend?" "Yes, I got a girlfriend." And then her mama just started laughing. I was like, "Yeah, I passed that test." And that's probably the only one I ever passed.
So sad.
Hey,
so
3-way was the
sad.
devil. But me and my boy, shouts out to Darrell, we used to trick girls on the 3-way because me and him sounded just alike on the phone.
Oh man.
So me and him would call a girl and he'll start a conversation and I pick up where he left off. And we say,
But see, that's also where you learn if you're not quite 100% sure, because all the voices start sounding like, so you're like, yeah, baby, boo. Don't never call nobody name.
oh no, I ain't don't. I learned that a long time ago.
You
I
don't
don't say no
names.
names.
You don't say
No
names.
sir, no
Until they
sir.
give you that one clue. You're like, oh, hey.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Exactly what it is.
oh yeah. I don't do that.
Yeah, you gotta tell me something that we did recently. Where were we at last night? No.
Yes sir. I don't call no name now.
Max, how you doing today back there, man?
You caught me a little off guard there. So I'm doing fantastic, man. How y'all doing tonight?
Oh, we doing
Great,
well.
sir.
Well, that's a good thing. Hey, a little bit later on, man, I got a question for y'all that I wanted to bring to the barbershop. That's just something that I had on the top of my head.
No, Max, just jump into it right now. You part of the show,
Well,
bro.
no, I just wanted to say now, this is just me. Okay? Now, I grew up in the time when we had the draft.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I was
The army draft, the military draft.
military draft. And I got y'all veterans.
You tell your age, then, Max. Go ahead.
But now, let me tell you, I was too young to go to Vietnam,
Yeah.
and then they cut it off. And then when they reinstated it, I was too old to get drafted.
Okay.
Do you think that we should institute some form of the draft to maybe get some of these young brothers off the street and give them some kind of stable influence or guidance? It was just something that was on my mind. And I want to throw it out there to the vets.
Okay, I feel no, and this is the reason why I say no. The military does not teach you any more discipline than what everybody in this world believes. And I feel that if you sending a knucklehead that's going to be a knucklehead, just irregardless, I'm going to be a knucklehead just because I'm going to be a knucklehead, you're not doing him no good, and you damn sure ain't doing the country no good. Because all he going to do is get in there and do the same knucklehead stuff that he's doing out, and he going to end up getting kicked out, killed, because a lot of these places that you go, I was stationed in San Diego. Right outside my base was in the heart of Bloods and Crips. So if you're a Blood and a Crip and you go, we thinking we gonna send you in then no, you still gonna be amongst Bloods and Crips, because you got Bloods and Crips in the military. I seen guys doing that, the same thing they was doing in the streets is the same thing they were doing in the military. So I don't think it should be made. You should be made to go in the game. That's my opinion.
Now me and Rick know this. I totally disagree with Rick, because I think when I become president, it is going to be a draft. And the reason why I feel that every young man, hell, not even just every young man, every person should have to join the military. And this is why I say this, at least for 2 years. And this is why I say this, because one, when we look at this generation that we have now, we have a generation full of people, young men and women, who, one, as you say, they don't have much discipline, because what they want to do, a lot of they don't have any work ethic also. They sit in the house a lot, play video games, chat with friends, on social media a lot. So they really don't have any skills, one, to market themselves to become marketable for a job, for any employer to want them. Now, I know when you said that the same knucklehead stuff, or the knucklehead who joins the military will be the same knucklehead in the military, just do, whatever of it. I was one of those knuckleheads, and there's plenty of people who I served with who were knuckleheads as well.
Yes.
We changed over time.
But you wanted to change.
And that's the thing.
Okay.
But you don't know that you should change, or you don't have that want to change until you see differently.
Now,
because if you're in that same environment, then that's what you see, and that's what you're amongst, then that's what you're going to do. So if you take those guys out of that environment, put them around other people of different cultures, of different ethnicities, of different races, religions, and you have to form a cohesive team with those guys. And you know that. When you go to boot camp, basic training, you have to form that team. That's why they break you down as an individual, so that you can form a team, be back to come back together as a team.
Yes.
Exactly. And so that's why I look at that instills something in you.
Starlight, I'm going to let you answer this question, then I want to get back on it. What you think?
Coming from non-military experience at all, what about a compromise of saying making it mandatory for either high school age kids to have at least a semester in, say, like an ROTC training, so they get to understanding like what it really means out there, to see you might be able to catch that knucklehead like you say, and or offering it to like the kids that after they get it, like they, especially the ones that barely squeak through high school, give them like a year or 2 year training in it, where it's like you might be able to build up your reserve, you might not, but maybe they get something in it that can help them out as a better society, or
now,
better citizens to society.
Now, you said go in and get job training.
Correct.
Now, like I know, if your ASVAB score is not high enough, you're not getting any job training.
You're going to get some type of training.
You're going to get some training that once you get out, is not going to relate to nothing that you want and need to do outside.
Who says you have to get out? See, now here we go. If you got that, there are certain MOSs that I will say will not translate into, or translate whatever, into the civilian sector, such as an 11 Bravo, which is an infantryman.
Yes.
You cannot come in and kick in doors unless you're going to be a part of a SWAT team or something. Yes. That's like the only thing that'll probably translate whatever into the civilian sector.
Yes.
But there are many other skills. So those guys who are 11 Bravos, guess what a lot of those 11 Bravos do? They want to stay in the military. A lot of 11 Bravos stay in because of what they do. They enjoy what they do.
Now, you're talking about somebody who can transform that mind. Now, I'm talking about the ones who mindset ain't going to change. So if I go in my mind, I don't want to be here. I'm not going to be here. I'm going to show you everything I can show you that I'm not going to be here. And then I go get a 11 Bravo job, or I get a bosun mate job in the Navy. I go get a bosun mate job that all I can do is work on ship stuff, and when I get out and come back to Atlanta, and ain't nowhere near no ship, ain't nowhere near no gun, I'm still worse off than what I was when I went in.
But once again, who says you have to go back to Atlanta?
Because they're going
to
forget what they do.
No, not everybody, because here's the thing about it. When you get out of the military, we have something called the ACAP process. So which the ACAP process, it tries to transfer you into a civilian job. They try to get
we're
you
talking
prepared
about
for
the ones that go in headstrong and hard-headed to begin with. They go
that's
back
my
to what
whole-
they know.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to say they're going to go back to what they know because I was that knucklehead who said I was only doing 4 years.
There was something in you that was able to be triggered that made you change.
How old were you?
And who's to say it won't be the same for them?
We're not saying it won't be.
How old were you?
I was 20.
And when you went in, you was looking for a change. If I remember,
I was looking because I had my son, and I had to help take care of my son.
Okay, now stop. Okay,
something was in there.
I went in at 26.
Yeah.
So I had already been through life. I had my oldest baby girl, and I wanted to be able to take care of her. Anthem was choking me to death, and so I wanted to change. You wanted to change. You got 18, 19, 20-year-old do not want to change.
That's why
Bro,
this
is what I seen from the message. I've seen 18, 19 come in, don't want to change. They're not gonna conform to that. This cat, I had a dude who wouldn't even wash his butt. He didn't want to conform so bad. Yeah. You have those guys. Those are the guys I'm worried about. The guys that's not going to transform. The guys that have it in their mind. This is what I am. This is what I'm only here because at that time the judge was putting folks in the military. Okay. So the only reason I'm here is because so I won't go to jail. But I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna make sure I get better. I'm not gonna study for the test so I can advance. Okay. All I want to do is go. Every time I go on leave, I'm going straight back to the same block.
Yeah, to the hood. You're going back to where you're from.
And like I say, a lot of bases is some of the bases are in the heart of the block. Yeah. So I'm going. So once Liberty called, I'm going straight to the hood. Yeah. I had a dude in the military who was breaking in cars every night. He'd get off work and go break in cars every night. So I'm not talking about the ones who want to change, who's looking for this change, who seek out a mentor so they can change. I'm talking about the ones who has no desire to change, who was not going to change, and all they're gonna do with that 11 Bravo Bosa mate job when they get out is come back to the same block and won't use the educational funds that you put your $100 of money in for. That's the guy I'm talking about.
So then my question is, you say we don't do anything to try to give them the opportunity.
No, I didn't say you never.
But that's what I'm saying. So
I would never say that.
So that's what we're saying then. Because if we're going to say hands off, don't even worry about trying to do anything with them because they're knuckleheads. Then what I'm presenting is a possible opportunity. Yeah. To me, if we don't even try that, then we're just saying, no, I'll just let them continue to be knuckleheads.
But that's just like saying, to me, that's just like saying college is not for everybody.
It isn't.
True.
That's why somebody need to go to trade school.
True.
Yeah. Everybody can't be no boss.
Even trade school and certificate programs ain't for everybody.
And everybody ain't a boss. There are some people that have to work. There's CEOs and there has to be some janitors. Yeah. Because all of this make a company work. Yeah. I'm not saying don't go out and reach them. Yeah. But we got to find where we can reach them at.
But the thing...
We got to find somewhere to reach them. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that. But I think it starts with the educational systems in these neighborhoods. You got to find a way to put jobs.
Outside the school education.
Yes, outside of school.
Your after school hour education is what needs the most help.
But these kids aren't even going to school. There's nothing to mandate that these kids go to school anymore.
It's something to mandate it, but why are you going to school if you ain't learning that? I mean,
you learn it, but these kids don't want to. Some of these kids don't want to learn.
Because they don't have to. They don't see the point in learning the book stuff. That's why you got to get the outside the school wall education built up. We need that part of our society fell apart. Because you used to learn stuff outside of the four walls that were your school building or the books that they were giving you in school. We don't do that for these kids anymore. Even the programs that we have that try, they get cut funding first. And so if you're not putting your money into it, everybody wants stuff free. Yeah. That's the best stuff. That's not going to be free. Even if I'm a parent and I'm trying to instill something into a kid, or I'm an aunt and I'm an uncle trying to instill something into the kids I'm running across, that's still not free because I'm still giving up my time. I still got to give something. I got to give something to put into somebody, or else there's not going to be anything there.
When Maximilian was in high school, and he can talk more about this than I can, I guarantee you there was the college track, and there's also the tech track. There was school. Yeah, they had some, but I'm sure they had a lot more because they had wood shop in mind. They had auto mechanics. They had all those different things in school, so you can learn these because a lot of these kids know. So just like not trying to push a kid into college and you know you ain't doing that but wasting money there, why are you going to also try to push them into the military and you still pushing them to do something that they don't want to do?
Because that's why. Because sometimes you have to shove people to show them a better way. Sometimes somebody has to push you. Because, like I say, if this kid only stays in the hood and only sees the hood, he's going to keep only a hood mentality.
I agree.
Something opened my eyes when I traveled, and I have a friend. She has a business which is like Black Girls Travel, and that's what she does. She goes out and she gets a bunch of black females together so that they can travel around the world.
Let's hold the rest of that thought. We're going to take a break. And if y'all want to join the conversation, call us at 404-355-8699. We're going to take this break, get on back. Because we're coming back to this conversation. Because I want you to stay on that same point that you're talking about when we get back.
We'll be here.
What you got to say?
Hey, come on back.
You gotta say what you gotta say.
Hey,
when we come back.
I like this conversation.
You gotta come back in and say what you're gonna say. You're the first person to come back and respond.
I like this conversation. Cause I'm gonna tell you what, I wanted to stop because I had something to go in to that point about because there's a couple of teachers that I met that opened my mind. They got me out of
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
But these are programs that's in school. Hey, Eric. Okay. What's up, Q? Thank you for checking us out, baby. In fact, got to get you back in here so we can talk about your program, man. Don't think I ain't thought about it. It's on my mind. I got to get you in the shop, Q. That's why I want to get these couple of these politicians in here so I can ask them that fucking question. No, I got 2 or 3. I got 2 or 3 that I'm going to start calling. So with my military, call in and tell me what you think. I personally don't think we should make anybody can do nothing like that. But I do understand the thoughts about it. All right. And I'm looking for a buddy. I'm looking for a buddy. A B-U-D-D-Y.
I'm sorry, world.
I'm looking for a buddy. Shit. Oh. If you can be B-U-D-D-Y. Don't be shy. Give it a try. I can be yours and you can be mine. It'll be fly. If you'll be my B-U-D-D-Y.
My apologies.
And I started to play the other version after this.
Welcome back. Back in this shop, talking random ish. 404-355-8699 or 1-866-923-2860. So fellas, some pretty decent conversation going on here.
Hey, Will.
Yep.
Keep with your point, and then we gonna go. We gotta. Somebody just.
We got an appointment walked in.
Come on in. What you need? What you want?
Good evening, everybody. It's Avery.
What's good with you, Avery? How you feeling this evening?
What's up, man?
I got some good news and I have some bad news.
Uh-oh.
Give it to me, baby.
Well, the good news is that the Pudding Pop player's birthday was on Wednesday, turned 80.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so he 80. I said, well, hope you enjoy it because you got to do this all over again. And this time, you might not make it. You might not be lucky the first time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, at this stage in his life, I'm sure he can give almost less than a damn at some point because it just is what it is. This man done lived his life. And you know, and if it's up to me, if you believe into this thing, only God can judge.
What's your bad news?
You're right. And the bad news is, Fresh Kid Ice, you know the rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed. He was 53 years young. So, well, you know, I give my condolences out to his family, his wife, and his children, things of that nature. I heard about that news. Oh man, but you know, he's one of the first Asian rappers, Chinese, and I did some research on the man. He was born in Trinidad and Tobago. His father was Chinese, and his mother was Trini. And yeah, he passed. So I said, damn, I can't believe he's gone.
Yeah, that Two Live Crew. I mean, cause they got me through plenty nights and days of dropping it like it's hot and warm, and you know,
They opened the pathway for a lot of this music that's out there today, and a lot of young rappers don't even know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you would not be able to say what you say on some of these songs if it wasn't for Two Live Crew.
Yes, sir.
But we can also thank them for the fact that they got hit with that censorship thing hard, but you know, hey, we got a radio version, we got a CD version now,
right?
So
but
it worked.
But they opened it up. I mean, they went to battle for the First Amendment.
Oh yeah.
Okay? So I mean, they did a lot of good things with their music.
And
but
it wasn't just hip hop that they affected. It was almost all music.
genres.
After that point, was like, okay, I should be able to say whatever I feel because it's my art form.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But look at the subject at hand. You ever see that show called Family Matters with Steve Urkel?
Yep.
Yeah, Steve Urkel, Eddie Winslow, and Waldo Gerardo Fardo. Now, we all know that Steve Urkel was going to go straight to college. He was a nerd. We all know he's going to MIT or some Ivy League school, whatever. We know that. There's no question about that. Now, Eddie Winslow, he went to college, but it wasn't for him. He later became a police officer like his father, you know, driving into the streets and stuff like that. So that's what he did.
Yeah.
Now, Waldo Gerardo Fardo, we all know books was not his thing.
Yeah.
He became a chef. He had a skill. You know what I'm saying? He worked with his hands, and you know, books wasn't for him. College wasn't for him. But hey, he became a chef, one of those cordon bleu chefs.
Yes.
Chef or pastry chef or whatever. He could make a dish, entree, whatever. And that's what we need to be concentrating on. I tell everybody, you know, college is not for everybody.
True.
I know a young lady, her brother is a mechanic. Guess how much he makes right now?
A whole lot of money.
Oh yes. It's about finding your skill set.
Yeah.
Right. He works on those Italian cars, the German cars, the Japanese cars, those foreign import cars. He works on all the cars. But anyway, he makes an estimated $300,000 a year working on cars. And I tell people like that, you don't have to go to the college to make that kind of money. They give him 6 figures. He got his ASC qualification. That means automotive service equipment qualifications. He can work at any garage. He can start his own garage or whatever. He can work on any car, any truck, any vehicle. Even he can work on some motorcycles. That's how good he is. And I tell these folks out here, man, you know, don't just concentrate on college. Concentrate on what you're good at. If you're good at making, if you're good at fixing hair, cutting hair, go for it. If you're good at becoming an electrician, go for it. If you're good at becoming a carpenter, go for it. If you're good at being a radio talk show host, go for it. Go national, go international. But what I'm saying is,
I need your help to go national and international. Go ahead.
If you're good at your skills and you're good at it, and you know other people like you, and they see that you're good, and you got the potential, go for it. But don't sit over and think college is not for everybody. And I tell people like that. Harry S. Truman, who later became president of the United States, he didn't go to college. And I tell people that. A lot of people didn't go to college. It's just the fact that, you know, whatever your skill set is and you're good at it, concentrate on that, because if you go to college, man, you'll be miserable and you'll be wasting time. But thank you for taking my call, and you have a good week.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
About the cashier. I'll see you next week.
You know what? And to speak on something he just said real quick. So a friend of mine talked to me the other day about the same thing what he just said about the mechanic. There are jobs out there, 6-figure salary mechanic jobs for mechanics. You want to know why they can't hire people?
There's no skill.
No.
They don't have...
No, that's not it. Can't pass the freaking urinalysis.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, you'd rather smoke weed and go get your buddy's urine
but that's a whole
than
nother hour.
damn get a 6-figure salary.
That's a whole nother hour. That's a whole nother hour show. That's a whole nother hour show. This Mary J. That's a whole nother conversation.
But it's not even that. But yeah, we are gonna have to maybe have a night on just that discussion.
Maximilian,
You started this conversation.
back in now. Now tell us what you were thinking. Now we don't talk the whole month about what you brought up. Now
you tell us what you think.
Well, let me tell you why I brought the question up. Okay, I got a phone call today from a guy because he happened to see my name, and he said, he called the house and he says, "Hi, and I'll tell y'all my name." He called me Max me. He says, "Is this Christopher Swinton?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Were you in the military?" And I'm like, "No, but who was this?" Now, the only reason I answered the phone because I know I don't owe nobody no money. So I'm like,
it's freedom, man. That's freedom, man.
And I was like, "No." He said, "Well, he gave me his name," and he said, I was in the military with a guy." And I'm like, "You talking about like 1952, 3, 4?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "No, that was my father."
Oh, man.
And I spent 20 minutes talking to this guy. My father's been passed away almost 12 years now.
Wow.
But this guy, he said, that's how tight they were in the military. And 50, almost 60 years later, he was still concerned. And you could hear when I told him he had passed away, you could hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
I didn't get the opportunity to go to the military because I had a problem taking orders. It didn't work for me. Well, that wasn't the main reason. They told me I couldn't see well enough without my glasses. I ain't like taking orders, but the man said, "Look, you're gonna do 30 days in the brig, or you're gonna do what I tell you." I'm gonna do what he told me to do.
Yes.
Yeah, but I just think it's another avenue for kids to take.
It is an option. I mean, it is an option that should be.
Our kids right now, we got kids.
Should be at least mentioned.
Yeah, I ain't saying you got to make it mandatory, but you got to do something because whatever we doing right now ain't working.
Exactly.
It ain't working.
Don't get me wrong on my opinion, my stance on the matter.
No, your opinion is your opinion. Going
to the military was the best decision I ever made. And before I made it, I always said it would be the last option of anything else I had to do in my life.
Same here.
So the military saved me.
Yes.
And I wasn't finna do nothing crazy. I would have got up and but it took me from where I was.
But had you never been even told about that option or even offered the option early on in life and people just saying this is what you can do out here, you wouldn't even have had the hindsight of knowing that, okay, if all the chips are down, I at least maybe will try this.
Well, see, they're not going, y'all
no, they still going to high schools and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what they did to me. I had an army recruiter. Him and my mama was about this type. Yeah. He was at my house over there. But I used to call, "Hey dog, you coming over to eat?" Yeah. That's how tight we was. But I told him I'm not going in. But we were tight. So, like I say, I went down to Georgia Southern. We done talked about me flunking out of Georgia Southern.
Yeah. A lot of people did. Don't worry.
That's
why you need to go to the real GSU.
No, graduate from that. It's the easiest school to go to. That's why.
It was much
too easy. And the women at the time was a lot better. See, that was my problem. Did y'all have ugly women in Georgia State?
Hello, I'm a product of Georgia State.
See, I couldn't have went to Georgia State. I couldn't have went to Georgia State either. I couldn't have went there either. So
don't be talking about my school. And plus, we in the middle of Atlanta. We could walk across the street, go to AU. We had tech down the street. What? No.
That's why I did not. I was so glad I didn't get accepted to Morehouse for that exact same reason. It was too. I would have OD'd. I couldn't have helped it. I would have OD'd. I've been in the. What he down, woman? This is just woman. Yeah. But no, getting out of the military is the only regret I ever have in my life, because that was the best job. It was the best time, and the job that I had in the military, I was damn good at it. Yeah. You couldn't have stopped me. Yeah. You couldn't have not told me that this year would have been my 21st year, that I would have been anything less than an E7, probably in the E8, because I was good.
Yeah. Were you in or out when Iraqi freedom happened?
9/11, I was sitting at my desk. I was sitting at my desk in the military when 9/11 happened.
Is that
I got
what
out.
caused you to?
No. What caused me to get out, I got mad with the military.
Oh.
Military told me when I got stationed in NES Atlanta, Dobbins, NES Atlanta. I got there, you check in, you figure out what you need, da-da-da-da-da. They say, Rick, hey, check this out, because I was IT. If you come in, get qualified, get your qualifications for this, and this, I'm going to make sure once you leave this command, you're going to have your this certificate, this certificate, this certificate, and this certificate. I was supposed to leave there with all that. Once I completed doing everything I was supposed to do for the military, they went, see what I have more?
Yeah.
And at that point, I was mad with the military.
Yeah.
Because they lied to me.
You feel that the promises weren't fulfilled.
They weren't fulfilled.
I've heard that. Not specifically to that, but I've heard a few people I know that didn't quite go like their full 10, 20 years, like our parents and grandparents and stuff gave. They were just like, I got frustrated or I got upset with them. I couldn't.
And you will get frustrated with it. Trust me.
But
Being here
it's
for 21
sad that,
years now, I get frustrated still every freaking
but
day.
it's just sad that I look at it like, okay, we are quote unquote the military of the world. As far as like the first ones to jump out there like, yep, we'll do it. We'll take over your cause. But if we can't even keep our own people inside happy, we can't even do right by them.
Well, that's because we got.
Like, why?
Well, this is because we have freedom. You can't control people who are free.
No, I'm not talking about controlling the people. I'm just saying I look at it more from the people at the top of it, making the decisions. There should be, as powerful as we claim to be as a country, as powerful as you claim our army to be, our armed forces to be, there is no way that the people that put their life on the line for us civilians should still have to go through the issues that they put them through. Especially once they come out, like, okay, you put them through all that stuff going in, then they get out and still can't get none right. You still can't take care of them.
I agree.
It's like that's a problem.
That is a problem.
I'm gonna tell you, and please forget. I don't give a damn if you get mad with me. And forward all the mail to Talking Random Ish attention to Enrique King. America gives less than a damn about veterans, and they give less than a damn about everything else.
I can't say that.
Because and the reason why I say that, there's too many veterans that are homeless.
Yes.
There are too many veterans.
I'm gonna tell you though. Hold on. Because here's the thing about this homeless veteran situation. A lot of the people who are homeless vets have mental disorders.
Yes. And
hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
So with these guys who have mental disorders, they don't go seek help. They don't know to go seek help because they have a mental disorder. Another thing is pride. A lot of these guys are so prideful that they will not go seek help. I met a homeless guy. He told me that he was a veteran. And I talked to him because, like I say, on personnel. I asked him, did you go to the VA? Are you receiving any VA disabilities? He said, no, I don't want to do that. Now, this guy can get a check from the government for the rest of his life. But instead, he would rather be homeless and ask for money on the curb. No. So I can't agree that America does not care about the veterans. Because yes, we do have a homeless situation. But should it even be a situation?
But should it even be a situation where he has to go seek the
help? Yes, because people don't know you're there.
No, I'm saying like you're in personnel, so okay, it's so and so's time to get out. It's so and so's time. They can, if they choose to get out, or if it's time for us to push them out. We know this time is coming up. Okay, wait. I remember their higher up said they had a problem. Or there was some stuff that happened.
It doesn't work that way. You're told to go seek. Before you get out, you're supposed to go do medical screening.
That's what I'm saying.
And you're supposed to be truthful.
There's a part where you have to be screened.
But you don't always. But these guys are so prideful. They don't tell the truth. They don't tell the truth.
Now, a lot of that medical screening is BS. And I'm just telling you from
it's not based off of old stuff. What it's based off of, if that person is giving you full disclosure. They don't want to give full disclosure because one, a lot of folks don't want you to think they're crazy because there are a lot in Afghanistan. One of my best buds, one of my battle buddies, we're sitting down at the table with him, one child, explaining to him, you have PTSD. He got so pissed at us that he was about to fight all 5 of us right in there. We're trying to tell him he needs help. He's like, if you tell anybody I have PTSD, I'm going to sue y'all. Because what you're trying to do is, he can't sue us, first of all. But what it is he thinks that we're going to ruin his civilian career because he feels that once that stigmatism is out there, that you have PTSD, that everyone's going to think you're crazy and you can't get a job.
But the thing about that, though, is it's sad because you see that happen. Yes, there's pride built up. Yes, there's things like that. But it also falls, once again, back on from the top down as well as the civilian life. Because if we can find a way in this country to take that stigma off of mental issues,
but it's
pride will fall because there's a lot more people that'll reach out.
No, it doesn't work that way. If you know anything about the Army, anybody out there who knows anybody out there about the Army, you know who I'm about to talk about. The Sergeant Major of the Army, the highest freaking NCO in the Army, right? He admits that he has PTSD. He admits that it does not make you weak.
It doesn't.
Exactly. He says it. But guess what? As a man, you still are going to make your own decision, and you're still not going to listen.
But that still comes from the fact that they know there's a stigma. There's a stigma on having any type of mental issue. That's what I'm saying. That needs to stop.
No, I haven't been yet.
No.
I haven't been yet.
No.
Give me about 2 more years.
They really and truly need to upgrade
pray before you go
those systems.
Because pray before you go.
Now, you didn't hit the little subject that I know a little bit about.
What's that?
About the VA hospital. Now, like I said, I'm not military, so I don't know how it would deal with me.
Yeah.
My father was a vet. Okay. Later on in life, my father had a lot of medical issues: high blood pressure, diabetes. He lost parts of both of his feet. He had major surgery a few times. The VA took unbelievable care of my dad. And then the biggest thing was my sister got married in 2000. Okay, like I said, he had these special shoes because he only had basically balls on both his legs. At the bottom of his feet, just below the ankle, just about everything was gone. He had special shoes. He wanted to get a new pair of shoes just so he could walk my sister down the aisle. We called the VA 2 weeks before her wedding. 7 days later, he had a brand new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing now,
it's not every hospital, and but there's too many issues with the whole system.
Here's the problem. Here's one of the biggest problems with the system, though, and a lot of veterans are probably going to get pissed when I say this. A lot of the problems in the system fall from false claims. The system is so clogged up with false claims from people who really don't have issues, who are really trying to use their time and service as a welfare check. So that's what's going on, and that clogs up the system. So there are so many claims that with people who have legitimate issues are not being seen or being held back.
But there's still not enough clinics. There's still not enough clinics.
I can agree to that.
I should not have to make an appointment in March so I can get in by September.
If you didn't have all those false claims.
That's with any hospital right now. That's with any hospital. That's just period.
It's going to change because the one thing our president did do is he's taking care of the military. He's got a lot more, doubling what the VA administration is going to get.
And they should.
But that's because he's about to use the hell out of us. You know what he's doing. He's going to get his money. He's going to get his money's worth.
But on the veteran tip, we do have to take a break real quick. But on this veteran tip, and to make it a little bit happier, we're going to take a break and come back in and talk about these veterans of basketball and what they've been doing lately with themselves. So we'll see you in a couple seconds.
What you know about that, boy? And I hate cutting.
How you know I was gonna see that?
And I hate cutting.
How you know I was gonna see that?
I hate cutting. And
Did I tell you that one?
You told me,
Kanye. That's my other song.
I hate cutting.
My song.
I don't even like cutting, but I like the pursuit of happiness. I don't like cutting. It's something about cutting. And it might just be the tight ass pants that cut it well.
Hold on, what else you tight ass on right now?
No. Hey, them right there on cutting. Be all that here, no?
If I fall, if I die, no, I missed it. Pissing bullets.
I'm a pursuit of happiness. I think that's why I play, because it might be my song right now, my theme song right now.
That's my theme song right now.
need water? Stop. Need water? Water.
I'll be good. Dreaming, dreaming, you know about nothing, nothing.
So once you get in there, it's good. Have to tell me about getting in there. That's my problem. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I said, it's what getting in. Once you in, yeah. But it's about getting in. A lot of stuff. I'm about to get real crazy. You might just you might do something really happen. Whether you there or whatever. I'm telling you what PTSD is. You don't even know what the hell you're gonna do once you get out. You still got enough treatment. You want to cut it short? Yeah, we'll go cut it short. Yeah.
Once I get it, I'll be good.
You bring it back. You bring it back for it. I mean, look, man. Okay. Go, man. Yeah, we ready, bro.
Welcome back to the shop. Talking Random Ish. Hey, give us a call 404-355-8699 inside the Metro Atlanta area. Outside the Metro Atlanta area, call in at 866-923-2860. So we're gonna talk about this Big League 3.
Yes, sir. Have you been able to watch it now, man?
I have not been able to watch any. I don't have cable.
I've caught a couple games. It's been pretty,
No, you missing
pretty
some
nice, pretty good.
You missing some good basketball.
This is the time when y'all cut my cable off.
Hey, all right. Hey, cause ain't no football.
Because there's nothing on. This is like the dogs. This is what they was
The dog days of
summer. Yeah.
I used to, when he say that, I used to cut my after the basketball tournament, the NBA championship used to end. I used to cut my cable off for real.
Yeah.
And then get it back to September, late August.
See, for me, football used to be all year because I'd watch college and NFL, then I had arena, and then I had European. So yeah, there was really no non-football for me.
I never watched any of those. I went to the arena games. The arena games, the Georgia Force that they used to
Man.
Oh, they was fun. I used to enjoy them.
Those games were amazing. I missed that time.
But I had I don't call. Well, in fact, like I said, I started to text y'all last week about 1:00 in the morning because they were replaying the games from last week.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's some good
balling
going on. Yeah. And my hat go. Hey, that boy Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Yeah.
He showed out last
Yeah,
week, man.
he did.
Formerly Chris Jacks. Formerly the player known as Chris Jacks.
Yes, sir. The first
Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Man, hey dog, and he showed it that game.
He still got it.
Man,
Still got it.
He like
That's the
that
same
thing up.
with
Y'all
Chauncey.
do realize, I'm sorry, he was one of the first people to sit down
Yes.
during the national anthem.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
He started that, and you know that's what cut his career short.
Yeah.
That's what cut his career short was when he
Are
took
you
his
listening,
team.
Colin? Are you listening, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't the only one.
And see, and that's what kind of brought him back to life for me because once Colin sat down, once he kneeled, they went and talked to him about it, and he went in, to talk to him, and actually him and Colin has had some conversations, but man, his basketball skill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they still there.
He runs a camp here in Atlanta that I really would love to get Zay in because dog, his jump was still wet.
I'm trying to find that camp there. Because since you told me about that camp, I'm Googling that.
Yeah, hey, please holler at your boy as you do.
I'll let you know.
But it's some good ball out there, man. Cause I think it was the Monsters, which the Three-Headed Monsters, which is that Mock Move team, and they were playing the Power, that Power team. Katina Mobley, Deshaun Stevenson, and I can't think of who else was on the team that night. Jerome Williams, the Junkyard Dog Williams. Mm-hmm. Man, they balled out, but
they got Clyde as a coach.
Yeah,
man. You gotta be good.
Abdul they couldn't handle him.
Oh, they couldn't.
They couldn't. Hey, somebody just walked in the shop. Holla at your folks. What you need, what you want.
Rick Will, Starlight. You hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? What's good?
Since you brought his name out on the airways, I wanted to know what's your honest opinions on why you think Colin Kaepernick hasn't gotten signed onto a team yet.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to right now. I think part of in his real heart of hearts, he's actually feeling a lot more joy on the charity and humanity stuff that he's doing right now. I don't think he's done with football, but I think he needs a break right now for him to decide to what extent he really needs football in his life.
Rick Will.
That's her opinion.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
My opinion is he's not in the league because the rest of the owners, none of the owners are willing to take a chance on a kid that's better than, I say, 54 other quarterbacks that's on the contract in the league right now. They don't want to take the chance because they scared he's going to bring. Because, okay, they do not want to sign him because he stood up for black folks, and that's my opinion of it.
Now, I will say though, yeah, I agree with you on that. But looking at it from an owner's perspective, I'm going to ask you this question. Mm-hmm. Looking at it from an owner's perspective, mm-hmm. A business, you have a business.
Yes.
If you see someone or something that's going to bring a negative connotation or a negative outlook towards your business, mm-hmm. bring your market value down. Mm-hmm. Do you still take a chance on that person?
I can take a chance on that person because if Charles Hardy got Chris Hardy, he played for Dallas the last time he played.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah,
if he was able to beat a woman the way he beat a woman, yeah. and still be able to get on the team. And that don't make your market. And NFL, and hold on. And the NFL is king. NFL ain't losing a dime. They're not going to lose a dime. It's a $1 billion industry, and he is he is better than, I would say, 50-some quarterbacks that's on roster. If Ryan Fitzpatrick's still getting the contract, and you can look at the numbers just from last year,
with you.
This guy deserved to be on somebody's team.
He does.
Eric,
however,
somebody else is on the line. Going to pay the cashier. We're going to see you next week. Who's in the shop?
Hi,
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing great. This is great.
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
I have a question. I need some opinion.
Go ahead, man. We can see what we got.
Okay, and it doesn't involve basketball.
Okay. Hey, this talking random ish. We talk about anything in this barbershop, man.
Okay. Well, I have an ex, and we have kids together. Well, on the 4th of July, I'm trying to be a good, I guess, baby mama, as you call it. And on the 4th of July, he had our kids, and he has other kids as well. So he called and asked if I was going to come and watch the fireworks with him. And I'm thinking that it was all just, we're going to be a family and we're going to try to get back together again. Well, I didn't show up only because the police had blocked off the street and I couldn't get there on time.
Okay.
Well, when my baby came home, she told me that they watched the fireworks and his other kid's mother was there too with them. So I got a little angry.
Yes.
And I want to know, what am I supposed to, think about that? Am I supposed to sit here and think, okay, well, he's trying to be nasty?
Can I stop you? Can I stop you right now?
Yeah.
He playing, y'all. I mean, he playing both sides. He playing both of y'all.
But we're not together. We haven't been together in years.
But let me tell you, but he asked you, and you considered. He still got some hold on you.
Can I ask one question though, ma'am? Did he specifically say, or were you thinking he was trying to have it be like, okay, you know, I'm trying to get that part of my family back together, or did he just say, hey, I got all the kids, let everybody come watch fireworks?
No, this is the reason why I think that he's trying to get back in, because I don't live there. And when I went into town, he asked me if I would stay there with him while I was there for the weekend.
As in stay at his actual place?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm not saying get mad, but keep your distance for a minute, because like if he really wants it just because he wants a whole happy family, you know, where everybody can be nice towards each other, options like that will come up again, but he won't put it as, okay, I need you to stay with me, or, ooh, I'll do all this stuff for you. It'll just be, hey, I got all the kids, I would like everybody together. He might even invite, you know, your parents or this, that, whatever. But right now, yeah, I'm thinking King is right. He playing somebody.
Hey, let me ask you this. What did you have on when you walked in the house with the kid and you brought the kid over to the house? What did you have on?
Some jogging pants and a t-shirt.
Jogging pants and a t-shirt. Were they fit?
That don't matter.
No. Was they fit?
No, they were not.
When was the last time he saw you?
6 months ago.
6 months ago. Was you smelling good?
Always do.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he's trying to do the Lou Williams. you know what I mean? He's trying to do the Lou Williams.
Girlfriend.
He's trying to have the two girlfriends.
Yes, sir.
That's what it sounds like to me.
That's
He's
what I
trying.
was thinking as well, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go there because that's.
No, don't say nothing on it.
Baby girl, you walked in that house, you was smelling good. Them sweatpants were looking good. You had on that t-shirt, and he seen it out, and he remembered what it felt like. And at that point, he wanted to see if Biggie give me one more chance.
Because when he asked me if I would stay over the weekend, and I asked him why, he said, you know what, forget it. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
you weren't supposed to question. You just supposed to go in.
You supposed to just roll with the flow,
You
man.
weren't supposed to ask no questions.
He's trying to do the
You know the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just like when you get that text, what you doing at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I'm asleep. That's what
You
I'm
remember?
doing.
I'm sure you don't receive that text a time or two in your life.
What you got on? What you wearing?
It's the same thing.
What you doing?
It's the
What you
same
wearing?
thing.
Okay. Well, no. And guess what? He was in the military.
Hey, I know some of the finest players that came through.
A lot of each one teach one goes on.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. But I sure appreciate you calling in.
Hope we helped you.
Please come back. Please come back in the shop. We love the ladies in the barber shop.
Oh yeah.
All right. So have a good night.
And you too. Hey, man. Hey, dog. We ain't talking about none of this basketball. Hey, some good games. They come on Monday.
They come on FS1.
Hey, been a good one though.
But you know, here's the thing.
What's that?
Going back to this, looking at the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so they don't play a game in Atlanta.
No.
Isn't Atlanta like the 7th largest market in the country? And they have no game in it. They have one in New York.
Uh-huh.
They have one in L.A.
Uh-huh.
They have a game in Chicago.
They have one in Philly.
They have one in Philly.
Uh-huh.
They have one in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
They have one in Lexington, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have a game in Atlanta.
Yet. Let's go with yet.
This year. Because I have this schedule.
I know, I'm just saying yet, as in this season.
Then that sucks because this is your first year. How do you not hit one of the big markets if you're trying to sell us on this thing?
That might be a money issue.
It might
have been a...
I can't see it's a money issue. I'm just trying to figure out the strategy.
Or is it a
the marketing
scheduling?
strategy.
Because they playing now during the summertime. So is it a scheduling?
Ain't nothing going on in
Where would
Phoenix.
they have?
Ain't nothing on in Phillips.
Where would they have played though?
Console
Arena.
There's plenty of stuff that go.
We got Gwinnett. Gwinnett.
Ain't nobody going up no Gwinnett.
Well, I live right.
Didn't nobody tell you to go there for?
People are going to. You know who was up in Gwinnett last night? As a matter of fact, Paul McCartney was up in Gwinnett. I didn't stop by there yesterday to see a legend.
Nobody tell you to go
Paul
that far.
McCartney. I'm gonna tell you.
Nobody tell you to go that far.
People need to come out to go.
No, they don't.
No, y'all need to stay away from Gwinnett. Y'all stay away from Gwinnett because I love it up in Gwinnett. It ain't too many of that.
Stay out my city. Stay out my city. Stay
away from Swanee and Duluth, people.
Hey, man. Oh, man, it's about that time, man. It's getting about that time.
Hey,
It was fun though. It was amazing. It was great.
Hey, it was a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Y'all please tune in. Come on back in the shop. Hey, but it's about that time to sweep the floors, clean the clippers. Somebody else got to clean the bathroom.
I got it this week.
Yay.
Shop's closed.
We out.
Thank you, Facebook Live. I will be posting it on YouTube maybe tonight. If not, I'll be on there tomorrow. I'll let y'all know when I do it. Thank y'all for supporting your boy. Keep supporting. Friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Keep coming.
1.